I told you now, the truck got a check engine light on now. And I don't know what we're gonna get into, but the airbags might not deploy. They had a recall on the truck in 2021. 2001, okay? So I don't know. But as you can see by the title, this is gonna get real spicy, and we might get into something. I don't know, okay? But I want to send a huge shout out to my brother Joseph, a true patriot that been supporting the channel for quite a long time, that sent this over for me to check out and react to with you guys, and sent me this link right here. So we're gonna jump straight in, you guys. But y'all know how I feel about the race card, the R word. Y'all know how I feel about it, man. And y'all know that I love every last one of y'all. I don't care what you look like, what you smell like, where you're from, what age, and most importantly, what the color of your skin is. It does not matter. We all bleed the same. We are all brothers and sisters at the end of the day, man. And I encourage you to spread that love around the world, man. Because we are living in dark times. We are declining. We are divided. Brainwashed, manipulated. I mean, just the woke culture has, it's disgusting what's going on, you guys. We have forgotten to love one another, man. I love you guys, man. But let's jump into this video. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And again, this is gonna get real spicy. And oh boy, the check engine light is on and we still riding, baby. We are still riding. And I will leave the original link in the description box down below. Shout out to the homie JoJo. And oh man. Whoa, boy.
Dunkin' Donuts, unless you have a slight Indian accent.
That's extremely racist.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Poor kids are just as bright as white kids? What?
I'm gonna read you a quote, and then you have to guess if Trump or Biden said it.
Sure.
Okay. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. Who do you think said that, Trump or Biden?
Unless you have a what kind of accent?
That's extremely racist. Extremely racist.
A slight Indian accent.
Trump.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
The next one is, poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Wow.
Which one of them said that, you think?
Trump.
Of course, Trump said it, huh? And these would be the same people that they just can't tell you why they hate Trump. Same people that they just can't tell you why. And you see now, they can't even tell you what the crime is. What has America come to, y'all? Then you say, oh, well, you hit them with the question, how is Trump a racist? Come on, answer. And just wait till you hear what comes out their mouth.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Oh boy, I tell you, man.
First of all, the first quote was extremely racist, but let's talk about this one. Poor kids are just as bright as white kids? What? What? Poor kids are just as bright as white kids? So did he just subconsciously call poor people black? Because shouldn't he have said?
It's not funny, y'all. Do not laugh. That's not funny. Stop laughing and giggling and pooting around. I need to stop laughing. It's not funny. I got to get professional. You know, this is not funny now.
Said poor kids are just as bright as rich kids. But he said poor as an antonym for white. Let's continue.
Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it. But
Would you be surprised if I told you that both of those Biden said?
Very surprised, but
Very
prayerfully
surprised.
he turned a new leaf, and he's a different person today.
What? Oh my gosh. Bro, this is. You know what? Prayerfully he did. Prayerfully he did turn a new leaf. I really hope so. However, this is the.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't breathe over here, bro. It is hot in this studio too. I'm having a good time. I'm sweating and everything, y'all over here. This is funny. Oh, where's one of them beautiful patriots that can hand me a towel, man? Some of y'all told me if to reduce the electric bill is or the light bill is to turn off your AC unit. Yeah, y'all. So I'm in here hot. This is funny, boy. Oh man, I tell you.
Unfairness in the subjectiveness that people have when it comes to politics, because you were so quick, you were so adamant to say that Donald Trump said those quotes. And let's say Donald Trump did say those quotes. Let's say he did say those quotes. And somebody responded and said, well, prayerfully, he turned a new leaf. You would throw a fit. You would go crazy because you would sit here and say, what do you mean he turned a new leaf? He's shown on film in 4K,
Okay.
word for word, bar for bar, being racist. And you just gonna immediately ignore it? Like, I'm not saying a person can't turn a new leaf. I'm not saying that. But the immediate ignoring of it, immediately? Come on, man. This is not right.
Did you hear the quote that he said more recently during an interview where he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? Quote, you ain't black?
What? No. Where did they? Where was that interview aired?
I believe it was The Breakfast Club. I think so.
We got more questions.
you got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
Take a
you.
look at my record, man.
Do you have any thoughts about that?
It's really unfortunate if that is factual and he did say that.
He said that.
Very unfortunate, and I'm at a loss for words. I've never heard those type of negative comments coming from him or his administration. I didn't know that he would even ever be capable of having those views.
Why do you think maybe?
And y'all, I want y'all to know this. It's not just this lady in particular. There are tons of people that are in the same boat. Tons of people that just don't know what's going on. Just being honest, they don't know what's going on, man. Would be so quick to say, "Oh, well, Trump said this, Trump said that, Trump did Trump." I think Trump did this. I think he might have said this. Then when you ask them, they can't back up their claim. Can't back up their claim. Woke. Oh, woke in 2024. We are living in some dark times, y'all. I tell you, huh?
You haven't heard of those comments coming from him.
Well, everybody deserves a second chance, and who people may have been 20 years ago, they may not be today. 15.
If he said it on a Breakfast Club, why are you talking about 20 years ago? Anyways. You're right. Who people are in the past, people do have the right to change. But you don't even know when he said those things. You just automatically assume they were 20 or 15 years ago even. You're automatically writing them off as good in your head. And that's the problem I have. I don't have a problem that you support President Biden. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not the bearer of politics. But I have a problem when you are blindly subjective when it comes to this. Blindly following him. Even if, let's say he said those things and you like, that's terribly racist. That was so racist. I cannot believe he said that. Wow. And then you followed it up by saying, I'm gonna look into it. I still rock with him, but I'm gonna look into it. I would show more respect. But you didn't say you were gonna look into it. You don't care enough to look into it. Wow. You just automatically forgave him. You don't even know when he said it. Wow.
Even who people were last week, they may not be today. As an educator, I just believe in giving second and even third chances. So I'm just going to assume that that's possibly why it's not in the media.
We're going to read a quote, and then you have to guess if Trump or Biden said it.
Oh, jeez.
Poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids. Trump. Who do you think said that?
He's an idiot. He says these things.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. Trump or Biden? Trump. Trump or Biden?
I'm going to go Trump. Yeah, Trump.
Trump.
Trump. That would be Trump.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Why do you think Trump said those things?
I just think that's something Trump would say.
Would you be surprised to hear that Biden said both of those?
I would be.
What would you think if I told you that Biden actually said both of those things?
I'd be surprised. He did.
They'd be surprised, but they don't care enough to not vote for him. They don't care enough, even if you vote for him, whatever. They don't care enough to not outwardly support him. They don't care. They don't care. And this shows that you're not really in the best interest. If he's that outwardly racial and you still support him, not even if you support him, if you still hear it immediately and you immediately support him, I have a problem with you. I have a problem with you. You didn't even, it would be better if you said, I'm going to look into this to see if he actually said that. You're laughing and smiling as if it's a joke. He said black kids, he said poor kids are just as smart as white kids. Anyways, if you have any suggestions, comment down.
Told y'all, man. Y'all send me some y'all be sending me some amazing stuff, y'all. I tell you. But shout out to the homie JoJo, man. Link to his channel be in the description box down below. Boy. Told y'all, man. We're gonna be having fun on the channel. We're gonna continue to spread the love. But we're living in some dark times, y'all. Dark times. Dark times, man. But I love you guys. Y'all have an amazing rest of the day, rest of the week. That the month of June treats you well. And that 2024 treats you well, man. God bless all of you and your families. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.